Hi students, in this video you will be learning about collision. This question is very important for 4 marks as well as for 8 marks. For 4 marks the question will be like this. Show that in case of one-dimensional elastic collision, the relative velocity of approach of two colliding bodies before collision is equal to relative velocity of separation after collision. So this is the first part of the question. This will be getting for 4 marks. The same question they will ask in 8 marks. Then they will add something more. Let us see the question. What are collisions? Explain possible types of collisions. Develop the theory of one-dimensional elastic collision. Let us see the first part of the question. So the main topic is one-dimensional elastic collision. Let us consider two spheres of masses m1, m2. m1 is moving with velocity u1, m2 is moving with velocity u2. This is before collision. After some time they collide because the u1 is more than u2. After collision, the masses will remain same m1, m2, but the velocities will change. The first body velocity will be v1, second body velocity will be v2. That means before collision they have velocities u1, u2. After colliding, the velocities are v1 and v2, whereas mass will remains the same. Now we have to apply law of conservation of momentum in this case. So first of all we have to apply law of conservation of momentum, then we have to apply law of conservation of energy. Let us apply law of conservation of momentum. Here you can see that total momentum before collision is equal to total momentum after collision. We have to apply that one. Momentum of first sphere is m1 u1. We will write here m1 u1. Then momentum of second sphere m2 u2. We are telling total here, so we have to add plus equal to. Now total momentum of the system after collision. So momentum mass into velocity. So for first sphere the mass is m1 and the velocity is v1. For the second sphere mass is m2, velocity is v2. So m2 v2. But here we are telling total, so we have to add. So now we have to bring m1 terms one side, m2 terms other side. So here m1 u1, bring m1 v1 towards left. So it will become minus m1 v1 equal to m2 v2 as it is we have to write, and u2 m2 we have to write on the other side. That means minus m2 u2. In the next equation we can take m1 common. m1 is there in both the terms and here m2 is there in both the terms. We have to take common m1 and m2. So here m1 if we take common, u1 minus v1, and here if we take m2 common, v2 minus u2. Make this equation number 1. In case of elastic collision, two things we have to check. One is momentum, other one is kinetic energy. So momentum we have already done. Now we have to check for kinetic energy. So total kinetic energy before collision is equal to total kinetic energy after collision. That means for each sphere we have to write kinetic energy formula. So for first sphere, kinetic energy formula will be half m1 u1 square. And for second sphere, kinetic energy formula will be half m2 u2 square. This is before collision, velocities are u1, u2. After collision, the velocities are v1, v2. Therefore, the formula of kinetic energy will be half m1 v1 square for first sphere, half m2 v2 square for the second sphere. Now, we have to bring m1 terms one side and m2 terms other side. So, this term as it is I am copying here, half m1 u1 square, half m1 v1 square I am writing on the left side, so it will become minus half m1 v1 square. Now m2 terms we have to keep on the right side. Therefore this term as it is I am copying here, half m2 v2 square. This term I am taking on the right side, so it will become minus half m2 u2 square. In the next step we can take half m1 common in this side and half m2 common in this side. So half m1 u1 square minus v1 square equal to half m2 common we will take here. So v2 square minus u2 square. Here half cancel, m1 u1 square minus v1 square equal to m2 v2 square minus u2 square. Make this equation number 2. Now we have to divide equation 2 by equation 1. So I am writing equation 2 by equation 1. So I am writing equation 2 first of all as it is copying from above, m1 u1 square minus v1 square equal to m2 v2 square minus u2 square. divided by first equation we have to write. So the first equation is m1 u1 minus v1 m2 v2 minus u2. Now you see here m1 cancel, m2 cancel. This is in the form of a square minus b square. So a square minus b square means a plus b into a minus b. Therefore u1 plus v1 into u1 minus v1 divided by this term as it is u1 minus v1 equal to a square minus b square. So we have to write a plus b into a minus b divided by v2 minus u2. So here this is minus. So here this term get cancelled. So after cancellation of this term, we will write the left out terms, that is u1 plus v1 is equal to v2 plus u2. Now we will bring all u terms one side and v terms other side. So here u1 minus u2 is equal to v2 minus v1. Make this equation number 3. From this equation we can say that relative velocity of approach before collision is equal to relative velocity of separation after collision. Now we have to find the values of final velocities, that is velocity v1 equation and velocity v2 equation. To find final velocities we have to consider equation 1 and equation number 3. From equation number 3 we have to find the value of v2. Therefore v2 is equal to u1 minus u2, and this if you write on the other side it will become plus v1. Make this equation number 4. Put 4 in 1. Put 4 in 1. So what we have to do? We have to write equation 4 in equation 1. So this term as it is, only in place of v2 we have to write this one. So what we will get here? m1 u1 minus v1 equal to m2. In place of v2 this complete term I have to write. So u1 minus u2 plus v1 and this minus u2 as it is. Now we have to multiply m with each term here also. So m1 u1 minus m1 v1 is equal to m2 u1 minus m2 u2 plus m2 v1 minus m2 u2. Here we have multiplied each term with m2 on the right side and each term with m1 on the left side. So next step, m1 u1 minus m1 v1 is equal to, here minus m2 u2 is there, minus m2 u2. So we can add them. So m2 u1 minus 2 m2 u2 plus m2 v1. Now bring all v1 terms to one side and the rest of the terms to the other side. Here plus m2 v1 is there, so write it on the left side. So it will become minus m2 v1 and this as it is minus m1 v1. This term as it is m2 u1 minus 2 m2 u2. This term we have to take on the right side, so it will become minus m1 u1. On the right side it will become minus m1 u1. Now minus is there on the first side, so multiply the whole equation with minus. So we will get here m2 v1 plus m1 v1 equal to minus m2 u1 plus 2 m2 u2 plus m1 u1. Let us write in order. So here m1 v1 m2 v1 is there, so I am writing m1 v1 plus m2 v1. Only I am taking in order, equal to here. So first of all we will take plus m1 u1 here, writing in order m1 u1, and then this minus m2 u1 and this 2 m2 u2. Then we will take v1 common here. So v1 is equal to m1 plus m2, and here we will take u1 common. So if you take u1 common, m1 minus m2 and that's plus 2 m2 u2. Now in the next step we will cross multiply this m1 plus m2 on the other side. So here v1 is equal to u1 m1 minus m2 divided by this term m1 plus m2 and 2 m2 u2 divided by the same term m1 plus m2. Here also we have to write m1 plus m2. So This is the final velocity after collision of the first sphere. So we got the value of v1 here. Similarly, we have to do for v2. So for v2, no need of simplifying each and every step, we can write the value of v2 directly. So v2 equal to m1 u1 by m1 plus m2 plus u2 into m2 minus m1 by m1 plus m2.